Now I've kind of explained everything that I need to explain, but just to kind of go over what we're doing in this part, and we're going to be using a heavy brace. When am I using, or why am I using a heavy brace? Because that's 40 kilos. Now, for some people that might be too heavy. For some people that may be too light. With regards to what's light and heavy for you, that's relative. For someone, this may be really light and they only need a light brace. For someone, this may be too heavy and they can't even lift it up. Whereas for me, you know, it's not heavy, but it's a sensible weight where I need to be sensible. So I'm going to brace. Now, let's just say that is very heavy for me. So what I now need to do is I need to heavy brace. So I need to kind of do the other things that I was doing before, is hinge at the hip, get the glutes working, maintain the posture of the spine, and lift. So I need to come right over the weight. What I'm going to do is I'm going to brace here. As I go down, I'm going to keep that brace. Then I'm going to grab on and hold tight. Now, with regards to the lightweight, I didn't mention the other parts to the brace. If you want to brace the whole torso, what we're going to do now is work with the shoulders. So what you do is you just bring them back and press them down. That gets the latissimus dorsi at the side or at the back. That also joins into the thoracolumbar fascia, which then adds more stability to the spine. So we come into this position, we hinge at the hip, we come down, we grip tight, we push the shoulders down, and we lift. And then in reverse, we keep the brace on, and then we place the weights back down. So with regards to when we use a heavy brace, it's when we're lifting a heavy weight. If we need more of a brace, we go with the shoulders as well, which is shoulders back and then down, which gets the lats going, which gets the trapezius, which gets the rhomboids going, and mid and lower trapezius. So the heavy brace is a little bit more involved. Now, again, depending on the object, depending on the weight of it, depending on the location of it, you may need to flex your spine. Now, the exact same principle holds. If you need to round your spine, then it's going to be advantageous to get that brace, so you've got some degree of support around the front of the torso. You're going to lose the back muscles, but as long as we can get the ones at the front, we're going to have some support there. So if we do need to flex the spine, again, brace, then go down, then come up. Try not to extend, flex, extend when you go through the lift. If you're staying flexed, come up to the top, stay flexed, carry, put them down wherever you need to put them down, then come out. Because what you don't want is the compression and then the load of that moving, because again, that can aggravate the vertebra, the intervertebral discs, and it can make the muscles not be working the same as they were when you first braced it. So we need to think about it in that way. So I'm hoping that gives you a better idea about bracing. Hopefully it demystifies and sort of helps clarify when you might use a brace, why you might use a brace, and what you might use the brace for, and some caveats around it, when you can bend your spine, when you can be a lighter, and so on and so forth. So as I mentioned before, light brace for lightweights, heavy brace for heavyweights.